Let's call our meeting to order. Mr. Majetti, would you call the roll, please?
George.
Here.
Alan.
Here.
Harry.
Here.
John is here, and I noticed that Mr. Eagle is also present.
We have a public comment period. At this time, the commission would recognize members of the public who've indicated a desire to address the commission. Seeing none. Commissioner, council, and staff comments. Commissioners, anything? No? Mr. Council Member?
The results of your presentation at the council was very favorable. I talked with all but one
right.
alderperson, and they were impressed, and they were appreciative of it, and I'd like you to continue doing it on an annual basis. I think it was great. It was something better than just someone standing there and reading the results. I thought the three of you were very good in your presentation and added a lot to it, so
Thank you.
I hope you continue.
George especially appreciates that. He wanted a larger role next year.
All right, that'll be fine.
When did this occur?
Do we have any staff comments?
No, we don't.
All right. Final review and approval of capital budget.
So this is the second review of the capital budget. The first one was in April. There was one change to the 2017 capital budget. It was actually an item that was removed from the capital budget as the variable frequency drive at the South Side Booster Station needed to be replaced now instead of waiting until 2017. So that was removed from the budget. Then there was also a change for 2018 and 19 on the 5-year projected vehicle and major equipment replacement plan for trenching and boring equipment. Otherwise, it's the same as what it was in April.
Doesn't look like a lot of changes. No. Questions, comments?
One question on the variable frequency drive. Since it's on a separate page, it kind of jumped out and got my attention. Before 4/4/16, it was going to be $15,000. After 4/30, it's $8,000. What's the variance there?
Oh, I'm sorry. What those totals were is the category total.
Ah,
Sorry. I
okay.
didn't mean to mislead you.
That clears that up.
Yes.
Freak drives have come way down in price though, through the last 5 or 6 years.
That's a good thing.
So if we would have waited 2 years, it would have been cheaper?
I don't know if it'll get much cheaper. We weren't making any water, so we had to get something put in.
Yeah,
That's a good question.
that is the question.
The other one broke.
Yeah. Are those domestically produced, or are we getting those offshore?
It was a Schneider.
Okay.
Is there a motion to approve the capital budget?
I'll make the motion.
Barry? Second by Alan. Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of job orders.
There's one job order, if you remember a month or two back, you approved a bid for about $1 million for a pipelining project. And this is the job order associated with that. For Upham Street from St. Joseph to Chestnut, and the amount of $1,032,265.
And this reflects the lower cost from the local bidder.
Yes.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the job orders?
So moved.
By George, second by John. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Bills and payroll. Very good. Is there a motion to approve the bills and payroll? Alan, second. Harry? Questions?
I have one. In learning how the bills and payroll works, and frankly, Kent, this is a compliment to you and your staff. This is, took me a year and a half to get my head around most of it, so that either shows you how dim I am or how good you are, and I'm going to go with the how good you are. Two things kind of jumped out at me over the last couple of months, and I finally was able to sort of formulate the question, and it's the question of how much are we spending on benefits on a monthly basis, and of that spend, how much of it is actual cost for the utility. And I don't expect you to have that answer off the top of your head. If at some point, maybe between now and the next meeting, you could sort of frame that for us in some way, email from Bob, whatever it is. Just, I see the payment for healthcare benefits. I see the payment for retirement. I'm just trying to figure out how much of that is coming actually out of revenue and how much of that's coming out of the staff's contributions. Whatever you can give us would be great.
Okay, can do that.
And you say monthly, you mean average monthly?
Yeah, I'm assuming, yes, thank you for the clarification. I'm assuming it fluctuates.
All right. Any other questions? I had a motion and second, didn't I? Yeah. All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Is there a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes?
Also move.
John, second?
Second.
Harry? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Operations and finance reports.
Any questions on it?
I didn't have any questions. Did you guys have any questions? I like the new report format though,
Good.
where it's letter format and it's got a lot of stuff all in one instead of having to sift through a lot of
And
disparate detail from
Relevant
different places.
information.
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Much easier to digest and understand.
Precisely.
Thank you.
Very good, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
All right. Commission Education, MEUW Services. Let me steal your thunder. Any questions?
You handled that well.
Why don't you bring them up to speed on what's all going on in the context of this?
Most of it's not public. Some,
Okay, never
yeah,
mind.
like I can bring it some. We've had a number of issues at MUW in the last week or so. We've had some time back the person who does all the coordinating of conferences and more the website information and PR. She had put in her resignation. And then we had a couple other employees that also were separating employment with. And then upon that happening, and within, well, something that actually started before that happened, a fourth employee from MUW put in her resignation. We worked with her. We thought she was going to come back, but then she ended up turning in her resignation in the end anyway. So we are down all four, well, actually, yeah, 3 employees that were normally staffed at MUW office, and then 1 that was staffed remotely are now resigned in the last couple of weeks. So we'll be quickly advertising some of the positions. We're looking at one of them, the executive director. Melissa's actually going to help out, assist with that process and getting a new executive director on board. So it's going to be challenging, and the most challenging part of it is in the next couple of weeks I will become the president of MUW for next year, so I get to deal with it all.
Welcome to your term.
Yeah.
So, better that this happened before you were seated to the position than the day after, obviously.
Right. Hopefully it's not they saw me coming and
Didn't want to say it.
There's a lot of
you
ways
were
to look
thinking
at
it
that,
though.
John.
John was thinking it.
You have to admit, there's an amusement factor to that thought. So, they're based out of Madison.
Yes,
Um,
Sun Prairie.
You're going to be running the show from an oversight executive viewpoint. You're going to draw on the talent of your staff to help you do that. I think that's all a good thing. Why not move it up here?
Mhm.
Why not bring it up here?
Yeah, we'll be discussing various options in the next couple of days, so that can certainly come up as far as relocating it.
I think if you have to do that big rebuild, and it sounds like, it's a ground floor
Mhm.
rebuild, having it tangible and close at hand.
The
Could have
major-
advantages.
The major disadvantage of moving it away from the Madison area is finding staff. It's much harder to get people that want to move to Marshfield than want to move to a larger city area. or are even available at that area.
Okay.
Understood.
Telecommute. I mean, you're gonna have a lobbyist in Madison.
Yeah, we contract that anyway.
Right. I'm real sure you can find people up here who are talented with websites and those kind of communication. I mean, you have some of that capacity within your own house right now.
You don't want to lose anybody.
No, I understand that. But those are services that, you know, you can charge back for too, so.
Right.
I'm just thinking that they're at this nodal event moment. It's a sea change for the way they've looked at things, the way they've done things, what's coming in the future. Maybe now's the time to get your hands around it and take a good swing at it. It's a great opportunity for you and for Marshfield Utilities.
We have talked already. I mentioned the possibility of Marshfield or any other utility handling some of the processes that they do at MUW instead of having staff.
Okay. That's all I have.
Very good. Anybody have anything else? Otherwise, I would entertain adjournment. Nobody wants to do that.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second by George. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? We're done. Thank you all for coming.